The jury house has been extremely zen for me. I have been meditating and I've been getting really good at blowing bubbles. Oh, that's a lot of bubbles. Each one of the bubbles represents people in the house kind of blowing up and getting evicted. I am an official jury member. I'm still very a part of this game. I get to choose who wins $500,000. On my dream board this week, Frank, he's the new HOH. Today, a new house guest comes in. I can't wait to see who walks through that door. I hope Dan is coming in because I hope that Frank wins the $500,000. I think Dan's super dangerous, and if Frank has a chance of winning this game, Dan has got to get into the jury house. I wasn't expecting it to see you.
Much to tell you, Ash.
I can't believe you're here.
Have you been tanning every day?
I've been laying out, but I gained 20 pounds. Seeing Britney makes me feel emotional. I love Britney. I still wanted her to be playing the game. I wanted it to be Dan.
And you're making dream boards, of course.
Dan has got to go or no one has a chance.
Dan definitely burned me in the end. Funeral gate, shall we call it, and is ultimately the reason that I'm out of the house. Your boy Frank did win HOH. Dan freaking misted his way off of the block into Frank's good graces. Freaking Dan is gonna win the game.
I'm like shaking. I can't believe you're here.
We'll have so much fun together. Who do we think it's going to be, Ash?
I don't know. Frank's a dead man walking.
Little Frankie.
Little Frankie
pie. Today, a new jury member will be joining us. Please, 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 please let it be Frank. Come here, Frank. I got a slice of humble pie cooked up for you. If Frank comes in, I will be the third wheel.
Maybe. When I saw Frank, it was so bittersweet because I wanted him to make it to the final two so bad. But I got like the willies and the butterflies because there may be some making out.
The 9 lives have ended.
I only had 6.
Okay, who won HOH?
Ian won HOH.
Our little Ian too.
Yeah, it was an endurance comp. And then, of course, he puts up me and Jenn. But Dan won the OTEV veto competition. And everybody told me I had a 4-0 vote, and I went home 3-1. Dan, Danielle, and Shane all lied to me once again.
Oh, my God.
Oh, there's so many times we could have got Dan out, and we didn't do it.
3 times I passed up on it.
Including last week.
Yep. I'm absolutely disappointed in Dan. I'm a God-loving person. Dan kind of played on that when he swore in the Bible for me because he knew that I might be a sucker for that, and I was.
Were you really surprised?
I can't believe you fell for Dan.
He did what he had to do to get through to another week.
Like, that's the thing is, that's what I'm saying is it's dirty what he did to us.
I just think that he's played a good game. I mean,
See, I disagree.
you didn't keep your word to me.
What do you mean I didn't keep?
We had a deal and you put me on the block.
Because you went back on your word and we're like, okay, we're not working with Frank anymore. We're
How
gonna
did
try
I
to
go
get him
back
out.
on my word?
What I'm saying, you're making a deal with me, but you're lying to my face the whole time, and I knew it.
Then you were
But
lying
I
to
still
my
trust
face
you.
the whole time
but
because
that's
you
not
still
true.
made the deal.
Because I did not put you 2 up.
You got played by Dan. So did I. It's fine. We're all Dan misted. It's like a club. It's called the Jury House.
It's really fun here. We're gonna have a fiesta.
Let's cheers to the new Jury House before we're yet again interrupted.
Agreed.
Who do you want to see, Frank?
I think it's obvious. I would like to see Dan come through that door.
Who called for the chef up in this mansion? Who called for the chef, baby?
Joe! 5 nominations for you. Who won HOH?
Dan.
Dan. Who'd he put up?
He put up Ian and me first. Ian won veto, and then he put up Danielle.
Well, duh. Yeah.
Rolling into the jury house today, I know I just lost $500,000. You know, it's like waking up in the morning and somebody peed in your Wheaties. I mean, I knew Dan was gonna screw me. He screws everybody. That's just the kind of guy he is. He'll flap the Bible at you while he's... God didn't say he stabbed my ass 4 times.
The loyalty's been awful.
So no one's loyal. It's a game.
Hey, I'm loyal over here. Give me a
No,
little
you're not.
slack.
You had a deal with me.
But
But you had already told everybody you were gonna backdoor me.
Quit giving me your loyalty speech. Yeah, you're the only moral person in the house.
But I was a loyal person to whoever I was trying to be loyal with if I knew they were actually being loyal to me.
Frank, you said you weren't gonna put me on the block and you did. When anybody else is dishonest, that's not right. Frank is the only one who's allowed to be dishonest with just cause. If I'm dishonest with just cause, then that's not okay. This is a game of strategy. This isn't a game of morals and integrity, in my opinion.
That's BS to me. It's a cop-out to say it's just a game.
That's a different game if you want to play, like, Susie High Horse. That's not a game where you award someone $500,000.
Be a smart aleck all you want, but I just play a different game.
Be a smart aleck? I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to have the floor. Why don't you take over like you just did?
You take over all the time.
Go ahead. Finish.
See, there you go. Just be a smart ass some more.
Good God, sorry I tried to take the floor for a second.
You take the floor all the time, Brittany.
Frankie was rooted against from day one. You were targeted because your social game sucked. There are no rules that say you can't use this, you can't do this, you can't lie like this.
So if you cheated on your husband but didn't get caught, it's not cheating?
I'm getting some more wine.
A nice one. Bring on my husband.
Welcome to jury.
Who do you guys think is coming next?
Shane.
Danielle could walk through here.
They gotta be thinking that Dan's gotta get out of that house.
I know it put a big smile on my face if I saw Dan walking through those bushes.
Hello, house guests. I got what was coming to me. I got blindsided by Dan. How are you guys? Might cry because it's like the worst blindside of the season.
Really?
It's let's just say Danielle had the POV and the HOH, and somehow I was sent home.
So you're saying Danielle blindsided you?
I don't know if her and Dan are working together, or if Dan just got to her ear, or if Dan just got to her ear. He convinced her to use the POV on him, and I was the replacement nom, and he sent me home. So.
Would you really think that her and
I don't know.
Dan weren't working together?
I don't know. Maybe Dan just pulled a fast one on Danny, because Danny's.
Please. Obviously, they're in cahoots, okay?
Well, Danielle and I were in cahoots a little bit too, physically, the past couple of days. So, just saying. She played me. She played me. I got mystified.
Now you're sitting here.
I am.
So we're down to Danielle, Dan, and Ian in the final three.